Haskins. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go! 26-yard line.
On first down, it's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Echo, echo. Mike's 54, Mike's 54. And here we go, watch the pass, watch the pass.
Now Haskins on first down. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Corey Littleton charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long.
Watch safety 3.
First carry for Darius Geis. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a pickup of 7 on the ground. That trims it to a 3rd and 15 situation.
Brings up third down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache. Go. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Now it's Haskins.
Here we go.
And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Value 3.
There's Goff. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A well-executed 22-yard gain. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And Gurley on first down, no chance that time. He's swallowed up for a loss of about 3. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
We go tonight. Like 20. Come on.
Goff now looking to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Come on, D. 56 to Mike, boy. 56. 76.
Throwing on third. Goff. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Goff on first down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But it'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it third down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
36 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Now a run with Geis. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
It's now 3rd and 5.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Haskins. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up fourth down.
John Johnson on the coverage.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going on 4th down. Haskins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dante Fowler. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs.
It's a turnover on downs.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
And just know, when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
On first down, it's Gurley. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Smith hands off to Geis, and he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
One set. Check Mike 54.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Haskins on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's the Redskins in possession of the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
59, 180, 56. Squeeze, double.
On the toss, it's Gurley. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is Can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
First down, Rams.
We go tonight. 180.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
From the 50, it's gone. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10.
12.
56, Mike. 56.
Here's gone. And Thomas has it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the 36, Goff. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 23. Goff now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And Gurley, he fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And the Redskins scoop it. He's hit the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd and goal, Smith. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Next to score, Redskins 14, Rams 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the...
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 21-7.
Makes the score, Redskins 21, Rams 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the ball.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks. An 80-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. Hauschka adds the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brings up second and
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Coming. 58's the Mike.
To throw again on second down. Haskins. He's got this one complete to Sherfield.
Let's go, boys.
First down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
First and 10 at the
Watch the screen.
46-yard
Check
line.
99. Check 99. Order. 58. 58's Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Rotate. Spell. Keep running.
On the ground, it's Geis. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
At the 49-yard line.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
58. Yeah. Mike, 58 right there. Hey, come on, oh, come on, oh. 58's the Mike.
From just shy of midfield, Haskins. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 26.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, And now they're acting like wide receivers, too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike. Check pass. Check pass. And 58 is a Mike. Go 58.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Got an open man. It's Harmon. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
Washington Redskins first down.
Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
On the handoff, it's Geis. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
Ready, Henry. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54.
3rd down, here's Haskins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch the curl. Watch 36. 36.
Hey, let's go. Let's go, ground.
The final shot before break here. Gone. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 46-yard line.
We go tonight. 120. Maverick.
Pick it up. Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
No game on this defense. No game.
Out of the gun. Gone. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff. This pass complete to Reynolds. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 26. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
120.
Check 56. Watch the curl. Check 37.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Come on, QB, come on. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Switch.
Maverick.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and it's 3rd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
Hold on.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Goff now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Another carry now for Gurley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Gurley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game, as his guys are back within a single score. Hauschka with the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards. Now after the run by Geis, here's first and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
60 outlaw. 6-6. Bullet high.
On second down now. It's Thompson, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll run with Thompson. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Check right 54. Right 54.
Geis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10.
Greystone, travel. Get it.
This is Geis on a handoff left. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
76. Hey,
switch gears. He's checking.
Gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Mike's by 4.
On first down, it's Haskins. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. 3rd and 2, now Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 2nd and 10. Goff again. It's caught by Bryant. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Goff now to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
We're going to slide. 180. 14. 14.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
Hey, Haywood.
56.
Throwing again is gone. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Montez Sweat in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. To throw is gone. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. The Rams going for it on 4th. Gone. Bryant has it. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Check 24, check 24. Shoot!
Now Haskins on 1st down. And this one complete to Reed. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Haskins to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd and short.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And Geis is going to be stopped short as he did not get the push he needed. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On 1st down, gone. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A shotgun snap for gone. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now gone. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 15. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Completes it to Davis. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll hand it down to Geis. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Here's Haskins to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively jars it free. No first down.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Watch the whip. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Goff on 1st down. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Undercrunch.
Back to throw. Goff. He gets it to Cooks. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
36. 76. 76.
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Again, Goff. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. To the air again. Goff. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Hauschka adds the extra point. And that will get him one closer. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
A loss of a yard. It's Fourth down.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Washington, that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yeah.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wind. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, it's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. The way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.